Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel and happy June. By the time you'll be seeing this, it will be the first week of June and I cannot believe that. It's crazy. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Dana. I'm a homeschooling mama to a first grader, a kindergartner, and then I have a 2-year-old, and then I am due with baby number 4 in July. As you can tell from the title down below, I'm going to be sharing with you the Little Amy's Art Book of Etiquette and Good Manners. I love the concept of this because you're not just having your kiddos or teaching your kiddos, I should say, learn etiquette and good manners, but it's all done in a really fun, hands-on way, using crafts and hands-on things and everything like that. And I love that concept, so it's not just opening the book and going over like manners with the kids, even though those do have a time and a place. I have quite a few different books when it comes to teaching about etiquette and manners, but I loved this one specifically because the kiddos are actually doing hands-on art projects. Definitely agree with the title when it's the Art Book of Etiquette and Good Manners. So I thought I would show you a little bit about this, do a quick flip through. If you are looking for something kind of similar to this, but you also want it to be fun and hands-on and engaging with your kiddos, especially if you want something fun to do in the summer. So in the back, it's going to have like a little bit of a sample lesson. This is a biblical-based kind of manners course, you could say, for kiddos. But each lesson is going to have a Bible verse theme behind it. So for example, the sample lesson is going to have Proverbs 15:13, a happy heart make the face cheerful. Then you're going to go into the discussion. Did you know that just by smiling, you can make your friends smile? We should all practice smiling more often, especially around others. And so you have a list of projects to do. And then an example of the assignment that you would go along with the theme would be look into a mirror with the biggest, warmest smile you have. Draw your smiling face in the picture frame above. It's probably going to make you smile even more than you're smiling now. So they're going to make like a little self-portrait with them smiling and everything, all while doing like a hands-on project, all while learning that biblical kind of background Bible verse that goes along with it for why you would have a cheerful heart and why it is good to smile and things like that. So it's really fun. It's technically called a children's guide to social graces. So I thought it would be a really fun addition to do over the summer, and honestly we'll probably end up starting it this afternoon because it is fun, and like I said before, it does have to do with like art projects and my kids love anything to do with art, so definitely a win with that perspective. So for example, the first lesson is called Peers, and of course you have the 2 little hairs here to represent the peers. The Bible verse that the first lesson is going to be on is Proverbs 17:17, a friend loves at all times. So you're going to go into more about what a peer is, and then you're going to go into a fun quote. "'Tis better to be alone than in bad company." And I love that quote from George Washington because when it comes to talking to kiddos about peers and either the good part or the bad part about being affected by those peers, I like how they go into it, but what's more important is that you can be a good influence on them, especially by using etiquette and good manners. So it's also encouraging the kiddos when it comes to talking about peers to not necessarily let the peers influence you, but to be kind of like your best self so you can be the good example for your peer. So it's a really, really cute one, and the assignment for your first lesson is draw and color the 2 peers, put funny faces on them, and then when finished, color them in with the yellow and green pencils. And then it kind of goes into more about peers, like what are they? They are typically your friends or kiddos of the same age and things like that. The one thing I love about this book, and I liked the idea behind it because I really like how it's laid out, is each day's lesson is actually pretty short, but each chapter is fairly long. So in that first couple pages, that's not all you're going to be learning about peers. It goes from page 7 to 35. So you're going to have a couple of weeks to learn about peers, friendship, and things like that, with the theme being friendship. Another theme for the course is you prepare a table before me, Psalms 23-5. So with good manners and etiquette, you're learning how to set the table, but with all the manners that you're learning, they serve the manners, so to speak, as courses. So in chapter 1, serving the appetizer is going to be learning about peers and friendship. For serving the salad in chapter 2, you're going to be learning all about guests, how to treat guests, how to welcome guests, how to be a good hostess and things like that when you have guests come into your home. Chapter 3 is serving the entree, which is all about family relationships, family values, and things like that. Chapter 4 is serving the vegetables, and that has to do with elders and respecting them, how to be a good friend to them, and everything like that. And chapter 5 is serving the dessert, and that's going to be like your cutting and pasting. Chapter 6 is also like the color and markers, kind of like fun pages stuff. But I love that. It's like you're setting the table of contents. So this is the setting of the table of the contents, and it's going to show you kind of through each course of the meal you're going to be learning as a family. So I love that perspective on it and that kind of like different twist, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm really excited about it, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera around here so I can show you a few of the lessons and what that looks like. So as I mentioned before, here's a closer look at the setting, the table of the contents. Your chapter 1, serving the appetizer, serving the salad, entree, vegetables, dessert, etc. Teach a child to choose the right path, and when he is older, he will remain upon it, from Proverbs 22:6. So here's an example of that lesson continuing on from the peer section. Never abandon a friend, from Proverbs 27:10. Make new friends and keep the old. One is silver and the other is gold. So friend 1 and friend 2, you can draw kind of like a portrait in their name. You also learn a cheerful look brings joy to the heart, so you're learning about emotions. Be quick to listen and slow to speak, from James 1:19. So learning about how to have like a polite conversation, learning what the word courteous means, being polite and considerate of others, and things like that. So just a really, really strong biblical based manners course. I think it's really fun. I love this verse from Proverbs 15:23, where it says, how wonderful it is to be able to say the right thing at the right time. So true. But again, like going more into manners, your please and thank you etiquette. Etiquette is the proper way to do things and things like that. And then this is the sample lesson that I was talking about at the beginning of the video, where you're gonna place your smiling face here. So they're gonna do a little portrait, and then when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. So that's just a really, really fun assignment as well. And then you're gonna go into the little chapter about family here. Honor your father and your mother, from Exodus 20:12. First part is all about a happy home. So a happy home is using your manners. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand, from Mark 3:25. So a happy home is where everyone is polite and considerate of others. Sometimes it is more difficult to be pleasant at home because we are so familiar with other family members, which is so true. However, we should behave as well inside our home and do as we do outside. Let's practice being polite and considerate of everyone, especially our family. So using good manners, again, using the house, you draw a picture of your house and everything like that. So it goes into more like obeying your parents, what to do when you're running errands, putting all of your ducks in a row, organizing, getting dressed, cleaning up and tidying up, helping with the chores. And I like the Bible verse from Luke 2:40 when it says, and the child grew and became strong. He was filled with wisdom, and the grace of God was upon him. So I really like the family chapter. But yeah, so far we are really, really liking it, and I'm looking forward to actually diving into it and getting started in it with the kiddos. Well guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I know it was a little bit of a shorter one, but I did want to share this in case, like I said, you were looking for a good kind of just manners and etiquette book to use with your kiddos for the summer, and just something fun to do with a fun, educational, yet biblical, yet fun, hands-on approach to it. But yeah, thank you again for watching. I hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!